Growing up, I wanted to be a farmer. Born and raised in Lancaster County, I just appreciate the hard work of the farmer. The early mornings and the late nights when you just have to do what you have to do. Growing up, my dad had a butcher shop where he would work with the local farmers in the community, Amish and Mennonite farmers. So I got to know these farmers and developed relationships with each one. And in 2004, what I decided was I wanted to keep working with these farmers that I had a relationship with and help them market their product. There's a place in my heart for animals and just in their well-being, the humane treatment of them. It's always been a passion. Knowing that you've taken good care of an animal, there's something satisfying about that, just knowing that you did a good job and that animal is comfortable and happy. Started Charles Brothers in 2004. Our goal was just to come up with the most beautiful looking chicken we could find. We did that by getting some chickens from France, from the LaBelle Rouge program. This is the most beautiful chicken we've ever seen, and where LaBelle Patrimoine comes from means the beautiful heritage. It's a slow growing bird. It takes almost twice as long to grow as a traditional chicken here in the United States.
You're allowing the natural genetics of the bird kind of dictate how fast it grows. We cannot make this bird go faster or slower. It's going to do what it's going to do. All of the birds, they get enrichments where it utilizes and encourages them to utilize their muscles to help build their muscle growth, to jump up and to perch on things and scratch, do what chickens naturally do.
My favorite thing about the LaBelle Patrimoine bird would be watching them early in the morning when they go outside. It was refreshing to see how chickens actually do go outside and graze in the pasture and forage around, just watching it in its natural environment. We're not using any antibiotics ever. I mean, this bird is outside grazing in the pasture, and we're bringing something different to the table. Because it is a niche market, it is something that the smaller farms with the small, not efficient barns that are outdated, that the larger producers won't even get to look at. So we've chosen this breed because it is unique, it does taste better, it is slow growing, it is healthier, but also because it makes sense for the smaller family farms. We started out just trying to have a good looking chicken, never dreaming that it would end up in Whole Foods.
When we started looking into it, trying to really find this true heritage breed with the real genetics, I did quite a bit of research and talked to quite a few people, and Mike Charles' name came up a few times. So we connected, and he was telling me what he was doing, what he had. We started testing it and taking a look at the farms, come out here, looking at the birds. The way this chicken's kind of like walks around and really kind of like is happy and it's strong. It looks like a really strong red-feathered chickens, and they really feel like it's superior. It's completely different than any other chicken they ever tried.
Our bird, compared to a conventional broiler bird, it's a much more tender meat. Retains its juices better. Don't really need to do much to this bird when you cook it. Taste-wise, the flavor is superior. It's a better tasting bird. People aren't raising these types of birds, and I take pride in the fact that we don't push birds through. We're not into the factory farm kind of a mentality.
To be in a large commercial factory farm, which I understand the place for those in this country, but there's a whole other community of people out there that don't have the means to be that large, because through Whole Foods I have an opportunity that I certainly never dreamed of having. So if we can get some guys to be a part of that with us and come along for the ride, I mean, that's special.
Mike works with a lot of the Amish farmers here, and not only the Amish farmers growing the chickens, they also buy their corn and the soy like in this community. The feed mill is in this community. So It's not only the chicken farm that gets, benefits from it, it's the whole community that kind of benefits from one chicken farmer over here.
I'd like to create the legacy of integrity, I think. Just knowing that our chickens are grown as promised, but also what we say we're going to do, we do. It's not about making money, it's about the long run being the best thing for everybody.